friendships, family, relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, I don't know.
Them.
It can all be hard sometimes. We may not be therapists or relationship counselors or sex counselors, but we've done this for 20 plus times now. That's kind of insane. I was going through the playlist the other day and I saw that we have over 20 videos of spicy Reddit stories already. You know, we've already gone through several title changes of the series, and you know, this I think we've two. Welcome. My name's Darryl, and this is my co-host Brianna.
Hi.
We've recently had some new Hools join Hoolville. Welcome, everybody.
My first story is by user Squidgy Bubbles. I think my 30 female naked impression of a rhino has given my girlfriend 33 female the ick. How do I come back from this? I remember reading this title. I was like, what?
Like, I don't know about you, but a rhino seems so out of nowhere. And also a rhino, I don't hear a lot of things about rhinos anymore. Do you? You don't hear news stories about rhinos.
I don't really think I ever heard news stories about rhinos, to be completely honest with you.
Rhinos might just be one of those animals that just everyone just knows you don't fuck with, and it's just invulnerable to, I don't know. I mean, like, the other night I was up until about 4:30 in the morning on TikTok, which is rare for me. I don't have those long TikTok binges. I can't relate.
I always do.
And somehow I was on the Daydream Arcade TikTok, which y'all can go follow, by the way, at the Daydream Arcade. Go follow it. Our For You page is a lot of, at this point, wild animal versus wild animal videos.
What the fuck? What the hell?
I don't know what I did. But at some point,
what are you looking at, sir?
No, at some point, no, you know how, because like your For You page will just like randomly like send you stuff that you might like. I started on
liking
one.
Them?
I think I liked one, and then it just became like for minutes and what became hours.
Just watching animals fighting.
Just watching animals in like the desert fight.
I woke up to a chilly morning today and beeline to the shower, wanting to warm up as fast as possible. I turned the water on, stripped down, and put my hand out to feel if it had heated up yet. Heated up yet. It had not. In order to conserve heat, like the knowledgeable survivalist I am, I thought it was wise to crouch down into a ball to minimize my surface area, and to keep reaching into the shower occasionally to see if the water was warm. Ordinarily, I don't mind when my girlfriend comes into the bathroom if I'm in the shower because it's all very expected and normal. I'll be showering upright, she'll have a little tinkle, and everyone retains their dignity.
Question.
What?
How do you feel about your partner being in the bathroom with you at the same time? And I'm not talking about like, you know, you're in the bathroom together brushing your teeth or something like that, or like they're in there combing their hair, you step in to grab the phone charger that you forgot or whatever. No, I'm talking about like knocked on the door, came in, or just like barged right in.
It depends what I was doing. If I'm like fully taking a shit and someone comes in, I'm going to be pretty upset because that's my me time.
There are couples that don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, I'm not one of them.
I have respect for my space and for other people's spaces, okay?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm in the shower, don't care if you gotta come in. The curtain's drawn, I don't care. But
if I'm in the shower and it's not like, well, I don't know, to be honest, because I haven't really had a lot of experience, like, sharing a bathroom with my partner.
When I'm taking a shit in the shower, that's when I don't want my partner coming in.
When I'm waffle stomping the shower, I don't need someone to come in.
Waffle stomping. I haven't heard that one since middle school. That just unlocked so many memories for me. It's all coming back now. Also, second question.
Okay.
From a man to a woman.
Yes.
Have you ever, for the sake of convenience, wanted a penis just so that you could just pee standing up?
All the time. All the time. I wish that I could just like elongate my urethra. So then I don't have to like.
Ew.
I know that sounds horrible.
I just imagine like a little tiny pink tube just like coming out.
Yeah, no, I wish I could have something to just like pee anywhere that I want and it doesn't like get all over me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And maybe that's a conversation I need to have with myself. But
that conversation could only be held between you, your doctor, your therapist, and God.
Exactly.
I don't know why. Oh my God. I'm imagining you just like running around. Just look, everyone.
I got a peen.
I got a penis.
But today was not an ordinary day.
I woke up and had a penis.
Well, she had woken up. Oh, what? What?
I said this episode's gonna create nightmares for some people.
Oh yeah, fever dreams. Oh my God. Okay.
I won't interrupt.
While she had woken up and pursued her regular routine, I'd awoken and chosen Gollum. She walked in, sat on the loo, and then saw me, a squat, corrupted flesh sphere, splashing in the shallow end of the shower tray. I saw myself through her eyes, and a shiver ran through me. However, I saw a way out. Comedy. I remember.
Yes.
That's the best way. I remembered a tweet that I had never thought about until I found myself in this position and decided to pass it off as my own. I asked her, "Do you ever get on all fours in the shower and pretend to be a rhino, moaning pleasurably in the first rains of the year?"
A dandelion. Must be the last one of the season.
Before she had time to tell me that, no, that's unusual, I doubled down. Shadow, I'm gonna I crawled into the shower and mooed enthusiastically like a graceful little rhinoceros.
Rhinos moo?
I think somewhat.
What sounds do rhinos make? They may also bellow loudly to express aggression or to warn other rhinoceroses to stay away from their territory. Mother rhinoceroses may moo to communicate with their young, such as to call them over or to comfort them. Rhinoceroses may make a high-pitched whistle sound when they are anxious. Your first word is rhinoceroses. Did I ever tell you the first time I was in a spelling bee that I got my first word wrong?
What was your first word?
I don't remember, dude. But my mom...
I loved spelling bees.
My mom came and she drove half an hour in traffic to come see this shit.
Oh, and your first word, you were out. That's crazy.
And I went through every lifeline I had. I was like, can you use it in a sentence?
No. Can you spell it for me?
The point is to ask them, the judges, so many questions that when you ask that, can you spell it for me? They're almost tripped up and
like,
start doing
sure.
it. Yeah, rhinoceroses. R-H-I. Wait a minute.
I saw something die in her eyes. She flushed and walked out of the bathroom. We both finished getting ready, avoiding eye contact, and left for work. How do I come back from this and rescue my image as a being with an ounce of sexuality and dignity?
God, every time I do a bit, that's what I say. That's what I say about Morgan. I'm just like, how is this woman still attracted to me?
There is a small little update. You want it?
Yes, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it right now. You want it?
You want it?
No, fuck. Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Good.
Update. I showed her this post, and it turned out she was so groggy first thing that she didn't even remember the grateful rhino bit.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
She's lying. She
wants to make you feel better.
I did. Yeah, no. She doesn't want you to feel bad.
I would have remembered that.
No.
Thanks to everyone for being so kind and encouraging to build up my confidence to circle back to it. Here's to many more rains.
This is what's fucking wrong with Reddit. People enable each other.
Don't be a fucking rhino.
People were commenting about this, saying, you know, like that we're kind and encouraging. You guys are fucking liars. You shouldn't enable people, especially online.
Especially online. That's so fucking funny. One of the top comments says, "You sound like a keeper, OP. If she doesn't appreciate you, find a game warden who will."
A game warden? What's a game warden?
Like a, game, like the kind of animals.
Oh, yeah.
I can't list a game right now. I think it's... Is it a cow? Is that a part of the game?
I don't know. I thought game... Oh, you said game, like, I thought, like, wild game.
Game animals. Game is usually classified according to 3 categories. Small birds, game proper. What does that mean? And big game.
Game proper. Big game. I don't know. Sounds like something I wish I had.
Okay. Common North American game species include bear, bison, antelope, caribou, deer, elk, moose, reindeer, wild boar, snake, alligator, rabbit,
snake,
squirrel, beaver, and birds.
All right. Well, thanks for naming every animal in the fucking animal kingdom.
Just want to make sure you know.
Yeah, we say a lot on this show.
Yeah.
One of these days, someone's going to make a bingo card for our episodes, and it's...
How many times we say something?
How many say... Sometimes we say,
How many say... How many say... How many... Anyway. Yeah, that one's cute. That one's funny. I would have laughed really hard and been like, what the fuck are you doing right now? This one, a little long, but we're going to do it. Okay?
That's what she said.
Yep.
Okay.
And we're in it.
Yep.
This is
That's awesome.
by... Shut the fuck up.
Guys, about like 4 times during this recording, I've said, all right, I'm going to stop talking now. Proceeds to ruin the entire fucking episode.
Okay. This was posted by a now deleted user. Title
There's only room
is...
for 1 star on this show.
Shut the fuck up. Okay. Do I, 50 male, allow family that... my nose. What was that? Oh my God. Holy shit. You just passed away.
Oh my God, I just threw up a little bit.
No.
All right, I'm good. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm crying.
I have tears in my eyes, bro.
Dude. Do I, 50 male, allow family that kicked me out at 18 back into my life? Wife, 48 female, thinks I should. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Holy cow. Never in my dreams would I have thought that I would be the guy posting on Reddit asking for advice. I normally tend to lurk and offer occasional advice. But this one might need an external opinion from. Sorry if a bit too long. So little backstory. I'm a twin, and when I was born, I hadn't developed my lungs fully, so I had to stay in the hospital for quite a while. Due to this, I had a lot of developmental and emotional issues, dyslexia and anger issues. Now, I don't know if this is the reason, but I believe so, that because of these issues, I was treated poorly by my family. Like I was somehow a burden on them. Not to say they were abusive, but the neglect I received was a lot. For an example, on our birthdays, I would ask for something and my brother would get it instead. One year, I asked for a boombox, not a big one, but a smaller one. They were all the hit in the 80s. Instead, my brother got it. Christmas came around, asked for a remote-controlled car, brother got one. I was told due to funds, had to wait till after first of the year. Never happened, so basically got nothing but clothes for Christmas, while my twin got toys. Stop! I tried for years to show I was as good as my brother. He was always good at school, while I, of course, struggled. In 6th grade, I worked hard to make sure I got good grades, all B's, which was good for me. And they said, "Oh, nice, your brother got all A's." I think it was at,
Well,
I know, what the fuck? I think it was at this point I realized where I stood. I was just a roommate that they had to take care of, nothing more. So as a kid, I figured that if I can't get attention for positive things, then I'll do whatever, and if I get in trouble, at least they would be forced to pay attention to me. Not the brightest idea, but when you are 11 to 12 years old, what do you expect? When I turned 18, shortly after graduating high school, I was met at the door with a bag of clothes. I was told that I had to go, that they did their job, and I needed to leave. I asked, what about my brother? They stated he was going to be somebody as he was going to college, where I struggled in school, so clearly I was going to be a bum.
what the fuck?
That's crazy. To tell you the truth, I was ready to go anyways. I already knew how they felt, so this didn't even bother me. I grabbed my bag, my mom tried to hug me, but I ignored it and walked out the door, never looking back.
Here's some clothes, son.
Like
Here,
what?
give me a hug.
It took a while for me to get on my feet. Nowhere to go, no place to sleep, not a penny to my name. But I had some friends to rely on, at least temporarily. Fast forward a few years, I meet my wife while I was working at a gas station. We just clicked. A few years later, we got married. We built a home together, something I never really had growing up. Back in 2005, we had a baby girl, and 2 years later, a boy. From my perspective, my life is perfect. Family, home, a great job in IT. That was until yesterday. I received a phone call from my mom telling me my dad passed away, and that she and the family would hope that I could make it to the funeral. Mind you, I don't know how she got my number, but probably from my brother, but I was shocked to say the least. I told her I was busy working, which I was, 12-hour shifts are fun, lol, and would let her know later. She started to say something to the effect that they missed me and would like to be a part of my life, or something like that, but I hung up. Kind of rude, I know, maybe even weenie-ish.
Ah, nice. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, go watch our Am I the Weenie videos or the AITA videos for,
Facts.
for the algorithm.
But from my perspective, I haven't heard a word from these people in 32 years, so why would I give them any more of my time? I told my wife, and although she knows about my family, she thought it would be the right thing to do. Seeing that my mom reached out to tell me, where she could have not told me, that they are family and probably feel bad and want to reconnect. Mind you, my wife has a big family and they've always treated me like family, so her view of family is different than mine. However, as far as I'm concerned, I already have my family. Those other people are former roommates that I have no obligation to anyone but those who I care about and who care about me, my wife and kids. I get it, my wife loves me and is thinking of me and how I might regret not going. Just seems like they now know that dad is gone and life is short, so now guilt is creeping in and they don't want to die with that guilt. I mean, do I go at the wife's suggestion and be miserable being around people that I learned to let go of and not care about in order to look like a better person? Or do I stay home and continue to live my life, putting my own family first and ignoring these people? Guess asking those that have gone no contact with their family if they let them back in. Was it worth it? Or did it backfire in your face and something you wouldn't ever do again or suggest to others? Additional info, mind you, I live in Florida and they probably are also in California. So that would be a long trip and not sure if it's worth it. As far as my twin, we don't talk. Not that we hate each other, we just walk different paths in life. I get/send the occasional Christmas card, but that's it. Unless some miracle has happened, my mom is probably still the self-centered person she's always been. She always wanted to be seen as the good person by family and friends.
Oof.
So that was the main story. There is an update, but what are your thoughts so far?
I still can't just have my mind wrap around the whole when I was 18, I was met at the door with a bag of clothes and essentially told, get the fuck out.
Like, that's insane.
That's crazy.
If you're not gonna love your kids, like, unconditionally, why have kids?
Like, I know sometimes people, family, like we talked about this in the last spicy video a little bit about how family is really complicated and, family relationships are just sometimes there's so much stuff that goes behind it. And there's so many different, like I said, complications. And I'm not a parent, so I sometimes I feel like I don't have I don't have I don't have a leg in this fight or stick in this fight, whatever the hell whatever the hell the thing is. Now they want back in.
I just think it's very, like, hypocritical.
Yeah, and I mean, perhaps it's just me seeing through the lens, seeing it through, like, my parents, if my parents did that to me.
Yeah.
I can't imagine them doing that to me.
Same.
So I think if I was a parent, I would make sure, like, to, like, do the best that I can to make sure that every single child that I had felt like they were loved equally. You know, I mean, you can't always be there for all your kids all the time, but I feel like it's not that hard to just
be supportive.
Love your children.
Yeah.
Be supportive. You might have your attachments from, like, one kid to another, but, like, at the same time, they're still your kids.
Yeah, that's just weird. Be like, oh, you have learning disabilities and you have, like, anger issues or whatever. You're not good enough. You're not good enough.
Do you think maybe they're the type of people that don't believe in mental disabilities or stuff like that?
Probably, because it doesn't seem like they tried to help him.
Yeah, no, doesn't. Because when I was in high school, because I have ADHD, I got to take tests in separate areas.
Or, like, you get, like, a little bit more time.
Yeah, and there are so many different, like, resources within schools that can help. It would suck if the parents, I mean, more than likely, did not take advantage of any of that.
No.
Because they didn't care.
No. All right, so it seems like there's, like, 2 little updates, actually. Okay, so the first update. Okay, first, holy crap, I didn't think my post would get so many comments. I tried my best to respond to as many comments as possible as they came in. But after signing out to cook dinner and spend time with the family, when I came back, there were hundreds of comments. So although I didn't respond to each one, I did read them all. All 750 plus, even had to read some this morning. Second, thank you everyone for taking the time to read my post and then to take time out of your day to comment. Share your story, post some kind words, and even the few that were blunt about what I should do. Third, at the suggestion of so many of you, I sat with my wife and we went through the comments together so she could get a better understanding of where I was coming from. Although some were a little brutal, she understood and apologized for overstepping. I reassured her that her heart was in the right place and nothing to be sorry for. Fourth, at the suggestion of someone who posted, sorry, lost your name in the vast comments, that I contact my brother, I did just that. Update time. Okay, folks, I hope you are ready for the shit show of karma that is about to unfold. Strap in and hold on.
Oh.
Strap in.
Click.
Nice. Okay. So I called my brother to talk to him. I asked him if he had the time to talk, and he did. I asked him if he gave my number to his mom, and he mentioned he did. He thought it would be better to hear about our dad's death from mom than from him. I asked him why I would want to hear from someone who kicked me out at 18 and never heard from in 32 years. He was shocked. He told me that mom said that I could stay, but I had to pay rent, but I told them I would never pay rent and left on my own. As others said in my original post, narcissistic people do and say things to make it about them and make themselves look better. I can't really be surprised at this, to tell you the truth. This is exactly who she was back then and even now. Make me look like the bad apple and her/them as the ones who never do wrong. We had a good talk, never getting that sibling/twin bond back, but we did agree to try and at least catch up more instead of Christmas cards and birthday messages. Like I said in my original post, he's not a bad guy. We just walked different paths. So then I asked him why mom wants to reconnect and why she wants me at the funeral. You guys were right. Turns out they spent everything they had, their entire lives, trying to live like the Joneses. Now that dad is gone, she has nothing to her name. No savings, just a small amount of Social Security per month and a small portion of my dad's pension, living in a small trailer. They heard that I actually became somebody, and she was telling others that she couldn't wait to see me at the funeral. She was hoping I would bring my kids so she could see her grandchildren. Yeah, that's crazy. She actually told my brother that I would be coming. What the fuck? And was hoping that we could fix our relationship. I'm guessing so that she could start asking for money, as many of you said she would do, seeing she's dirt poor now. I informed him, after thinking about it, mostly listening to you guys, that I would not be attending, and at no time did I tell his mom I was coming. I feel bad dad is dead, but I already mourned them years ago. I'm at peace with myself, and his/her deaths are and will be no different than that of a stranger. That I feel it won't be for me if I go. It will be for his mom and making her look good. I'm not interested in doing anything for her. They wrote me off 32 years ago, and I'm in a way better place without her toxicity, narcissism, and lies. Sorry, the way they spelled narcissism was really funny. I have to give him credit. He wasn't a jerk about it. About it. Wow.
Jesus, don't have a heart attack, Bert it.
Bert it. God.
A Bert. Next time we're playing Lethal Company and like a fucking Clowheads. Yeah, coming at us.
Excuse me. He understood where I was coming from. I told him if anyone asks why I'm not there, to tell them the truth or lie. At this point in my life, my immediate family is more important than people who have been absent from my life for 32 years. So don't really care what he tells them. As far as his mom, I'll be staying no contact and blocking the number that she called me from. My wife and I both agree that it's best for me and our family. Not only for mental reasons, but for financial reasons. I didn't work as hard as I did to get where I'm at to lose it all to her. As some of you suggested, I'm going to have a small goodbye for my dad on my own time. Again, thanks, internet strangers. I never knew so many random people could be so nice and caring. This old guy truly thanks all of you.
Aww.
Oh, that was wholesome.
That was very wholesome.
I'm glad that he, stood on business and basically...
Stood on business.
And basically said, you know what, go fuck yourself. Now that you have nothing, and now you're trying to worm your way back into my life because you're struggling, go talk to your other son. Have your other son fucking provide for you.
You were so attached to him. Why don't you go to him now?
Yeah, no, that's fucked up.
Just because they found out that you actually quote unquote made something of yourself, and now your mom wants to come back just for
that's just peak narcissism right there.
That is very big peak narcissism. Like, I don't know if you've ever had to deal with a narcissist before, but it is one of the most draining experiences
absolutely
that you could ever go through. The guilt, the
gaslighting,
the constant questioning of your own sanity. When you meet somebody that on the outside, sure, maybe they do have like really good traits and very admirable things about them, but then the more you're around them, the more you kind of find that they have not emotionally matured and they haven't grown, or
usually it's like an act to try to draw you in.
They always have some kind of excuse up their sleeve. Yeah. And it's very...
To justify their actions.
To justify their actions. And,
Actions.
And, we've said it here on the show before that you are entitled to have feelings and emotions. You're entitled to feel those things. However, your actions, if you were to lash out at somebody, or if you were to, God forbid, get into physical altercation with somebody, that's on you. That is not a time where you can use your mental health, or where you can use any kind of excuse to justify your actions. This mom clearly was emotionally abusive and just did not give a shit about OP when they were younger. Yeah. And I'm sure there are going to be people that watch this and think to themselves and say, oh, family, you never turn your back on family.
Family, but blood's thicker than water.
It's thicker than water. I mean, I have dealt with some really toxic people in my 20s. And I'm no saint. We all make mistakes. Like,
you're the most toxic person I know.
No, I'm like, here's like, no, I know what you're saying. Listen, maybe it's just now that I'm getting into my very late 20s, and there are old versions of me that I look back on and I absolutely cringe. I absolutely hate.
Same.
But this mom went 32 years
Yeah. 32.
32 years and hasn't changed at all. That you shouldn't, some people will say like, oh, like I said, family's family, don't desert family. Dealing with all of the negative people that I've said I'd had to deal with in my 20s, I've come to this realization that even hypothetically, if it was family, as hard as it must be, extra hard even, as compared to maybe a friend or just an acquaintance cutting them off because it's family, and you still got to do it.
Yeah. Eventually you kind of learn to be okay without them. Like, just like how OP was describing, like he kind of mourned whatever relationship or whatever thing that he had with his parents. And, eventually it does get easier. And
it does.
It's okay to cut off whatever is not healthy anymore.
And it's okay to not be okay about it, to not feel right after it.
Absolutely. If you need to, you need to feel all the emotions that, come with it.
And don't let them come back, that person come back into your life and make you feel like you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Because if anything, that should just be extra validation that you are doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
As painful as it is now, you're going to look back on that moment and you're going to say to yourself, man, I'm really glad that I did that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Time to piss off some weebs. All right, my first post is posted by user throwra_ha_.
Can you send me the link?
23 female, boyfriend, 24 male, has waifus, and it's destroying me.
Oh my god.
My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Those 3 years have been amazing. He's genuinely someone I want to be with for the rest of my life. Oh, no, I cannot. Hello?
Hello?
Oh my god, I hear you. It was me.
I was like, what the fuck's going on? Because I was looking at everything. I was like, okay, my mic is picking up on everywhere.
My headphone cable was just slightly unplugged.
This dude, bro.
Slightly.
Oh my fucking god.
Sure.
I was like, can you send me the link? And you just kept going. I was like, hey.
Jesus criminy cracker Christ. Okay. You guys better subscribe after this.
We go through so much trying to record.
At the end of our YouTube careers, just throw me in the garbage because I'm like, God. I'm just going to be mush at that point from all the aneurysms. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Those 3 years have been amazing. He's genuinely someone I want to be with for the rest of my life. He makes me feel, sorry to quote Rihanna, like I'm the only girl in the world. The problem started recently when he started getting closer to one of his friends. His friend is single and has multiple waifus, which, from what I understand, are fictional characters with whom he is in a relationship. It's anime, bitch. Anyway, sorry. The stupid fucking bitch.
Fucking bitch. It's waifus, bitch. What the fuck?
You don't understand. You never see. I don't have a problem with his friend. I do, however, have a problem with my boyfriend developing his own relationship with 3 separate characters. At first, he told me it was all a joke. Then, I found writing he had done. A story about himself and these characters having an orgy. After I confronted him, he finally admitted to it being serious. Apparently, he used to be into this stuff before we met, and talking to his friend made him feel like he wanted to start again. I relapsed on my anime waifus.
Sorry, babe, I relapsed on my waifus.
He won't tell me anything about it because it says it makes him uncomfortable to talk about it. When he said that, the only thought in my head was, you're uncomfortable? You're the one doing it. All of this has made me feel so alone, unappreciated, violated, betrayed, and hurt. I feel like I shouldn't care because they're fictional, but he spends all day talking with his friends about his sex fantasies with other women. It's brought back insecurities I had dealt with after my first relationship ended. I feel like his behavior spits on the mutual respect I thought we had for each other and our relationship. What's my best course of action here? Should I try to talk to him about it or just get gone before he makes everything worse? Edit. For context, when I say waifu, I mean he's having a second relationship with these characters. It's as serious to him as our real relationship is.
Wow.
I just started watching anime. I don't really have any waifus or crushes on any anime girls yet, nor do I think I will. Like, I might be like, oh yeah, that character's kind of cute, but it's just like, I'm not, if he's like really as obsessed as you're saying he is, and saying that his relationship with his 3 waifus is just as serious to him as the real relationship is.
That's weird.
That's a little weird. That's a little strange.
See, like, I don't want to say that I can relate because I can't. It's not serious. But
you're telling me that growing up you didn't have a crush on Danny Phantom?
Bitch, I'm trying to explain what I feel, okay? So something I did with like past relationships, past partners is like I would like an artist, or they would like an artist, or we would like mutually like an artist and be like, "Oh yeah, that's our wife." Right? Or like an actress, like that's our wife or whatever. But I wouldn't write fan fiction about us fucking and have sexual fantasies constantly about people I don't know. And this
some people
is
are
just
really horny.
Yeah, they're like criminally horny. That's like scary horny. But yeah, especially fictional animated characters I feel like that's a little concerning, no?
Personally, I don't even think writing fan fiction is weird. Like, if it gets to, I know there's different kinds of fan fiction. When it interferes with your own personal, real life relationships, that's when it becomes a problem.
Like, okay, why? So you fully have a girlfriend, but you're like fantasizing about 3 different characters that do not exist.
And will never touch you.
And will never know you. And you're focusing on that instead of your real life significant other.
Made of bones.
Made of real people.
And flesh.
And who loves you. What? Like, I'm struggling to understand.
Clearly, I think we're both struggling to understand here.
Like,
you know, on this show we try our best sometimes.
Sometimes
our best isn't enough. Where we try to see it from both perspectives as best as we possibly can, and try to give a reasonable explanation. And you know, sometimes maybe I do it more than you do because I'm nice, and I will try my best to see it from both parties, from OP's perspective and whoever they're bitching about, right? But this is weird. This is weird. I don't.
Yeah, that's just odd. It's just odd to me. Like, you fully have a real significant other, and you're worried about anime.
It's really scary what the internet and modern culture has kind of done to people. And don't get me wrong, I'm just as enveloped in it as you guys.
Oh yeah, I'm chronically online. Like, it's unfortunate.
We're all in this together. However, I feel like there are plenty of ways to not constantly be online.
Yeah.
And I know that this is weird coming from somebody that is talking to you
online.
You know, online. Lately, I have been touching as much grass as I possibly can. And I hope that we can continue to at least I can continue to do that. I don't give a fuck what you're going to do, bestie, but like I am just going to keep on touching grass as much as I can.
Yeah.
And I feel like some people
So
need to go touch grass.
they need to roll around in grass a little. They need to
They need
sit
to
outside,
get dirty.
get some sun in you. Maybe wait
Yeah.
until the nighttime. Talk to the moon.
Say good night, moon.
Good night, moon.
Good night, Kyoku, my waifu.
Good night, my waifus.
All right, this final post is posted by user Negative Guidance 27. I, 27 female, gave my boyfriend, 29 male, a key to my apartment, but now I want it back. I gave my boyfriend a key to my apartment to make things easier. He has a hybrid job, so in the morning, he has to leave out way earlier than I do. I gave him a key to lock the door when he leaves. The other day, I ran out for a couple of hours and checked my Alexa Echo, and he was in my apartment. He grabbed a couple of snacks and a roll of toilet paper. This was the first time I saw him in there without me, and it caught me off guard. I played it cool and asked what he had done all day to see if he would bring it up, but he didn't. I started thinking, how was I going through snacks and household items a lot faster? I asked him about being in the apartment without me being there, and he lied.
Ooh.
How should I approach asking for my key back? Should I confront him about lying? Should I show him the screen recording I took of home from my phone? Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I think the main problem here is that he lied about it. It's like, what else is he lying about? And, and that's kind of bold, because knowing if he's been to your house, obviously very comfortably, how would he not know that you have a camera? So that's kind of bold to be like, nah, that's not for me.
Ask for the key back and maybe ask for a new boyfriend.
Yeah, ask for your single back. Yeah, no, that's kind of weird. I would definitely pull up the receipts and show him, be like, so what's this all about? Mm-hmm.
And like the toilet paper.
Like, bitch, I'd be so mad. First of all, taking snacks and then a roll of toilet paper, I'd be like, listen, brokey, if you're broke, just say that. Like,
it's the lying bit.
That's the main.
It's so easy to tell the
tell.
people in your life. It's so easy to not be a fucking liar.
Dude, I hate liars. I hate fucking liars. One thing about me, I hate liars.
Like, I'm not saying I've never told a lie before. I'm this holier than thou. I'm just better than all of you. But like, just that's not something that you should lie about.
No,
because that's serious. That's her living space. That is her safe space, bro.
And it's like, obviously, if she brought it up, she knows something, King. And to be bold enough to just lie.
Top comment here. Just ask him, why are you coming to my place to just grab snacks and TP? If you can't directly address this, then there's no point in being in a relationship with him to begin with. Another comment under there it says, tagged early 30s female. I'd reconsider the relationship period. If he lies about something this small and invades your space without permission, well, I don't even want to think on that too hard because the implications there are not good. Another point of view here from somebody, change the lock first, but yeah, this could have been a difference of opinion in what's mine is yours for the relationship. I don't know how close they were, how long they've been dating.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
I guess it kind of can go back to the, do you let your partner come in while you're taking a shit or a piss or a shower? Occupying the same space as a partner can be very hard and very tricky, especially if you've lived with roommates or if you're like I grew up with 3 other siblings. It's not hard to, it is hard to share a space sometimes. Yeah. So, approach him about the thing.
Yeah.
He lied. You
if he lies
confront
again,
him about that.
Show him the receipts.
And show him the door.
Yeah.
And speaking of showing people the door, unfortunately, Hools, we're going to have to show you the door because that's the end of this video, unfortunately. If you enjoyed this video, you can get the audio version on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can get the podcast, which is something different than this, of course. And you can get the spicy Reddit stories, all of them, from the beginning all the way to where we are today. As of right now, you're watching this. You can go listen to it right now.
And if you or anyone you know was diagnosed with mesothelioma, Give the government a call.
You may be entitled to a large sum of money.
If you don't think I'm too annoying, you can follow me at Certicate on basically every social media there is out there. That's it. How about you, Darryl?
And if you think I'm just the right amount of annoying, you can follow me at the Dairy Boy, and you can follow the show at the Daydream Arcade. We're very close to hitting 1,000 subscribers.
We're so
and
close.
I think that's pretty cool.
It.
What does it taste like? What does 1,000 subscribers taste like?
It tastes a little fruity.
You're just saying that because you're gay. Anyway, all right, guys. All right, we'll see you in the next Reddit video. Thank you for coming.
Bye.